Hey you guys, it's Caroline. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Comment, like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you can get my notifications when I post videos. So today we are going to be talking about God's promises and that he is a promise keeper. We're going to name this video I Said What I Said. So this past weekend I was at the beach. So if you guys don't know, I stay in Virginia, and we have like a lot of historical places here, and one of our beaches used to be an old battlefield ground, and they have like old historical buildings still standing. So I was like walking on the beach, and I was just asking God for some clarity about some things that he said in my life that shall come to pass. We know that the word tells us, come to God, come to him humbly, come to him like a child. And when you come to him like a child for understanding, God will give you wisdom. He will give you knowledge. He will give you understanding. He will give you comfort. And I was just like, God, please speak to me in this moment. And usually when I ask God to speak to me or to confirm something, he does. So I was walking past this building, and the number on the building was 212. So I seen this number 2 times. So I do believe that God speaks to his children in numbers. He has created numbers. I do not believe in angels' numbers, but I do believe, if you can correlate it back to the Bible, that God can speak to us in that way. So I went to Exodus, which we know is the second book in the Bible, and I went to chapter 12. And chapter 12 is the passage of Passover. Y'all, let me tell y'all how God really confirms his word to his children. So I was at the beach on the 5th. So the Jewish calendar and the American calendar, the 5th correlates to Passover on the American calendar. So when you go on the American calendar, April 5th, it will say Passover, and that was the day that I was at the beach. So God sent me to the passage of Passover on the day of Passover. And this, Passover was, God telling the Israelites to put the blood on the door so that the death angel would pass by them. And it was, the time when God freed the Israelites from Egypt, right? And God is saying, like, I am still the same God that I was back then that I am today. Like, I am the I am. And just imagine how we go through things in our life. We may not be physically in Egypt, but we may be in Egypt in our own homes. We may be in Egypt in our minds, oppressed in our minds. We may be in Egypt in that business situation or that corporate job, or, in our marriage that may not be going the way that we thought that it would go. But in your oppressed season, in your Egypt season, you have to remember that you are still a child of the Most High. Moses had to go back to them. He said, how will they know that you sent me? He said, tell them that the I am sent you. The I am is whoever, you guys need me to be at that moment. Tell them that the I am sent you. Tell them that I am the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Moses had to go remind them who their fathers was. They didn't even know that they were children of the Most High. They didn't know that they were children of the all-knowing, the all-seeing, the omnipresent, the sovereign God. They did not even know that. And Moses had to go back and remind them, this is who your father is. This is your father, that he is going to take you out of all your oppression. And he made that promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and that promise shall come to pass. So I want to say to you guys that when you're in your time where you are stressed, when you don't know how 2 + 2 is going to equal 4, remember who your father is. The promises that he made in the Bible, he always kept his promises, and he's going to do the same thing for you and me. He's going to do that same thing. He is going to confirm his word, and even if it does not look like it in the physical, we cannot think with our carnal mind. We cannot see with our carnal eyes. We have to see everything in the spiritual. Everything happens in the spiritual first, and it shall come to pass, because God's words cannot turn back to him void. He is not slack concerning his promises when it comes to us. We are only slack in our faith. We are only slack in our belief in him. But if he has said it, it will come to pass, because he is not a man that he shall lie, right? And also, while I'm talking about God's promises and I'm talking about the Passover, we have to do our part. Faith without works is dead. He told them specific instructions. He said, get this lamb. He said, nurture the lamb. He told them, then I need you to slaughter the lamb. And then he told them, then you need to roast the meat. He said you need to smear the blood on the doorpost. He said you need to eat sour greens. And then he also said that you need to eat bread without yeast. And then he said, while you are eating your Passover meal, I need you to dress the part. You are still in Egypt, but I need you to dress where you're going. He said, dress up. He said, he said, have your walking stick in hand while you're eating your meal. Because I'm about to deliver you. It's not where you're at, it's where you're going. Dress the part. Dress the part. Dress where you're going. Do the things that God tell you to do. Get rid of the people that he tell you to get rid of. Be obedient in the things that he's telling you to be obedient in. Show up not as the person that you are, but show up as who God has called you to be. Become before you become. So I just want to let you guys know that his promises still stand. Great is his faithfulness. That song came in my head. My promise still stands. Great is his faithfulness. Faithfulness. I forgot whose song that is, but his promises stand. And he is great. He is perfect in all of his ways. Like whatever he said to us, it's going to come to pass. So I just want you to read Passover, read stories in the Bible where God said something was going to come to pass. When Jesus was, being born, Resurrection Sunday is coming. When Jesus was being born, he told Mary that she was going to have a baby out of immaculate conception. When he told Zechariah that his wife was going to have a baby and she was barren, he did not believe, but it came to pass. God's word will never hit the ground, and you just have to continue to believe. Stand on your faith. Stand on his word. Do not look at what your physical looks like, because your physical is a lie. The devil is a liar. He is a liar. So whatever he says, it is void. Don't believe it. Don't let him get in your mind. Don't let him play you. Don't let him trick you out of your spot. Believe what God has said concerning your life. So I just want to say, I hope this helps someone. I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing Resurrection Sunday, and I will see you next time.